You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. It's Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible. All right, folks, over the weekend, I had the honor of being one of the VIP guests at the grand opening of Tyler Perry's new studios in Atlanta this weekend. It was unbelievable. We should have some photos, I think, of the event. It was unbelievable. It took place on a Saturday and Sunday. I was not there Saturday for this. I was not there because I was speaking at the Baltimore Civil Rights Gala there. But he dedicated the various sound stages that he is named after prominent African Americans. You see Diane Carroll, Whoopi Goldberg, Spike Lee, Harry Belafonte, Sidney Poitier, Oprah Winfrey, Harry Belafonte, Denzel Washington. I know I'm missing somebody. It was an unbelievable experience. My wife was there. She enjoyed it on Saturday. You see Spike Lee right there. This location is on it was a former Confederate Army base. Then, of course, it later transitioned to a U.S. Army base. Of course, Tyler Perry took it over. It is an unbelievable place where they've already shot. First of all, it's been open for 5 years, okay? But they just had the grand opening. And they've had all kinds of different movies there, and not just his productions. And, in fact, this studio lot is actually bigger than the Disney lot, the Fox lot combined. And there's still 60 more acres. And so these are all the various photos. Now, the reason you didn't see a lot of photos on social media, because Tyler's people said, you can't take photos. And I was here yesterday. This is from the church service that took place yesterday. Unbelievable, folks. Of course, you have Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Shirley Caesar. You had Smokey Norfolk, the Clark sisters, Yolanda Adams, all of them were singing. You see Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, they were there as well. That's the great Cicely Tyson. Had a chance to get a photo and talk with her as well. It was just unbelievable. So let me say this. This is critically important. That those of you who see those photos and you say, oh, that's great for Tyler Perry. But the reality is this here. Black people built that studio. I had Tyler Perry speak at the National Association of Black Journalists last year, and we were texting in March when I invited him, and I said, this is what I want you to do. I want you to come talk to our membership about how you respect your audience, and how your audience will respect you. Tyler Perry has never crossed over. That studio was built by black folks. Black folks went to see Tyler Perry's plays. I don't give a damn if you don't like Tyler Perry's Medea plays. I don't care if you don't like his movies. The reality is that black consumers, that's how he was able to do what he's been able to do. Television shows, the movies, the stage plays. He is targeting a black audience. And he said this at the BET Awards. He said that when people were talking about Oscars so white, he said, I'm not interested in sitting at their table. He said, y'all can go do that. I'm going build my own table. He put that on Facebook and Twitter as well in his Instagram page when he said he just celebrated his own table. Why am I saying that? It's because there are a whole bunch of us who love to talk about crossing over. People said after TV One ended my show, man, you're going to go to MSNBC? Go back to CNN? No. Why? Because I'm going to create my own show and build my own show and then turn that and build my own network. Yeah, man, but didn't you hear? No. Because see, here's what we have to understand. He now controls his destiny. He's employing his own people. He's also providing opportunities. In Bishop Jake's sermon yesterday, he talked about how when you create a platform, you're actually creating a pathway for others to be able to live their dreams. When I think about the black folks who you now see on cable television, who came through Washington Watch on TV One, who came through News One Now on TV One, I can take this thing back further. The black folks who I put on blackamericaweb.com when I ran it, that was all using the platform to be able to elevate other folks. And that's what Tyler Perry has been able to do. This is the power of black economics, which means that we have to learn to fully respect our dollar. And for too many of us, we don't do that. Now, I said our dollar. Not that person's $1,000, not that person's a million. Because see, here's what happens. We often will say, well, if the well-off black folks would do this. First of all, they are. They are. Yes, Robert Smith, the billionaire, paid the debt off of the Morehouse class. And it's probably going to number some $40 million. And there's people who said, well, Oprah should do the same, not realizing that Oprah put more than 200 brothers through Morehouse College. Paid for the full education. She didn't do one grand gesture saying, I'm going to pay off this whole class of student loan. She put essentially a whole class of brothers through Morehouse, pay all the expenses. We have to recognize that every dollar matters. You think about HBCUs, started by freed slaves who took pennies and nickels and gave for those schools. That's the equivalent of $1 and $5 and $10 today. So the real issue that you have to ask yourself is, what are you willing to do? And Black Panther made $248 million his first weekend. I put this on Instagram. I said, imagine if every black person who went to see Black Panther would give the equivalent of 2 movie tickets to their favorite HBCU. Y'all, it's right there on my Instagram page. People, man, what you talking about? That can't change nothing. What $20 gonna do? I said, the same $20 from you, and you is how Black Panther made $248 million.
Hello.
Everybody didn't go out and rent a studio and say, come watch it for free. Collective dollars creates economic opportunities. And so as you watch these photos, as you see the videos that are gonna come out of this amazing experience, you're probably gonna be saying, wow, Tyler Perry spent millions of dollars. Do understand, that's a $250 million studio that he built. Not from a white investor. He didn't partner with Disney or Fox or any of those networks. He built. There was a video that was also shown when they were creating that. At the center of that studio, they cut a hole in the center, and he placed a Bible in that hole. And then they covered it up. Because this is a black man who lived in his car, who was homeless in New Orleans, who, when he did his first play, nobody showed up. But he didn't give up. So I'm saying all of that because when we sit back and criticize, oh, his movie isn't this, and it isn't that, do understand what they also did? He created his own Hollywood Walk of Fame for the black people who he gave a shot. That he gave a shot. He said it. Taraji Henson now gets her full fee because he was the first one who did it. No one. Idris Elba first played a gangster. Every movie role he got was a gangster, but it wasn't until he played a daddy in Tyler Perry's movie that he started getting different roles. I'm saying all of that because as black folks, we have got to stop playing this silly game of trying to have white validation.
Hello.
I got no disrespect if you are white or Asian, Latino, and then you appreciate what somebody does. But what I'm trying to say is, when you believe that your stuff is less than. I'm gonna close with this. I was on a panel in Cincinnati a couple of months ago, and the brother who was sitting next to me thought that he was speaking for me when he said, you know, this is what he said, y'all. We gotta support Roland show, Roland Martin Unfiltered. He then said, the quality may not be as good as CNN's. I said, stop. I said, stop. It is. And the audience clapped like Derek is laughing right now. He literally did that, y'all. He literally said that. And I had to stop him. Because, see, what he was doing was mentally and psychologically saying that what I'm doing is actually less than. I had to stop him. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not less than. Quality is quality. Content is what matters. And so every single one of us should be celebrating Tyler Perry Studios. If you ever bought a ticket to a Tyler Perry play or movie or soundtrack or a t-shirt or a mug, you made Tyler Perry's studio possible. That is black excellence. It is the largest in history black-owned major studio. But I would be remiss if I did not mention that Tim Reed and Daphne Maxwell Reed opened their own studio in Virginia more than 20 years ago. This is not the first black studio. Oscar Micheaux had his own studios as well. So learn your history. But in terms of major studio this size, nobody black has ever done it. That's because of faith in your God, faith in yourself, and faith in black people. That's how it happened. So with that, congratulations, Tyler Perry. I got a chance to briefly speak to him yesterday, and he said, I got a bunch of people I got to speak to. He said, but I'm sure you're going to put these thoughts into a text and send it to me. I said, no. I said, I'm going to send it to you, but I chose to do this here because, folks, walking on those grounds, knowing full well that that used to be the grounds of a Confederate base that a black man now owns, yeah, that's called black power. It's called black excellence. And not a single person who was there, more than 1,000 folks, walked away, not blown away, and now thinking about how can I take my thing to the next level. But it requires you to, again, faith in your God, faith in yourself, and faith in your people. So for all the people out there who keep asking me, why am I doing this show? What are you doing next? Is to create something that's for our people, that's by our people. But we don't have to ask permission. I don't have to ask anybody, can I go cover a story? I ask myself. Tyler doesn't have to go ask anybody what kind of show to make because he can actually make it himself. So that should empower each one of you. All right, folks, back to that Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, y'all, that's my alpha brother, Gerald Albright. We're one of the many performers at the second annual Luxe Jazz Experience taking place in Cabo, Mexico, November 7th through the 11th. The folks at GFNTV.com, they're going to actually be live streaming all of the concerts covering those 3 days. You can get a streaming pass, of course, for $10.99. Let me, again, go over who's going to be 14 different acts performing. Gerald Albright, Pieces of a Dream, Alex Bouillon, Roy Ayers, Kirk Whalum, Donnie McClurkin, Shalea, folks, a number of people who are going to be performing, a number of R&B, jazz, and gospel artists, again, taking place 7th through the 11th. That's the Luxe Jazz Experience. The live stream is going to be November 8th through Sunday, November 10th. If you want to actually sign up, go to GFNTV.com, GFNTV.com, to sign up for the live stream. If you actually want to go with us to Cabo, go to LifeLuxeJazz.com, LifeLuxeJazz.com, LifeLuxeJazz.com. Package is still available. But if you can't afford that, you can definitely, of course, get the live stream for $10.99, covering you for 3 days. It's going to be an amazing time. I'll be broadcasting Roland Martin Unfiltered there Thursday and Friday. So I'm looking forward to you, if you do go, being part of that experience. And, of course, you'll be able to see the show right here as well. And so, again, be sure to get the live streaming pass for $10.99. Go to GFNTV.com. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.